Hi everybody. So I am back. Actually, I will be back first thing tomorrow because I think I'm going to rechange my sleep schedule. Where I've been for 2 weeks, you guys know I just have constant throat and voice issues. Um, it's just something I'm going to have to deal with. I had my summer cold, which was 2 weeks to get out. My voice would keep dropping. Um, so that kind of put things on hold a little bit. Also, I needed another little bit of a mental break as well. These stories, I like doing them, but they do take a toll, and I've explained that, and I think everybody realizes, when I take these little mental breaks, that everybody's going to get their videos, and that when I'm ready, I have no problem putting out 30, 20, 30, 40 videos in 2 to 3 days, lets everybody catch up. Um, but I got to thinking again where I wanted to, what I wanted to do with the channel. And something I had talked about before was the chat programs I use. Um, I and a bunch of my friends recently changed programs from Pal Talk to Camfrog. Pal Talk was full of pretty bad people. Wasn't great. But the good thing about Camfrog and what I've worked on to set up is, and I really need your guys' opinion on this, on if you guys would be actually interested, because this is something I can put together very quickly. What I was thinking about, you know, and there'll always be YouTube. I'm always going to be posting my videos to YouTube, and the interaction is great in there. And I want to be able to expand it. And what I was thinking of doing is how YouTube does live streaming. You see, the problem with that is their feed is terrible as you're trying the live stream. Trying to keep up with the comments is nearly impossible. It never works right. I haven't seen anybody live stream on YouTube without professional broadcasting equipment actually really be able to do it with any sort of quality. So I actually was able to talk to somebody who runs servers, has a server company. I'm able to secure a server, to open a room. Now this room would be 100% private. You would need a code to get in, and I would only operate the room as a lot of people do live streaming on YouTube. And what it would and how I would do it, I would run the room, open it up for say a minimum of 5 hours on a certain day, and that's a minimum. And how I would work it is I would work a donation for access, and you would get your code, give you access to the room, and everybody and other people would be in the room, other narcissism people that would be controlled by me. There would be no trolls, no outsiders, nobody who hasn't actually paid to get in, and that's how you kind of keep the integrity of it. The room wouldn't even be searchable um, on Camfrog or any other way. So the privacy is 100%. Camfrog doesn't cost anything to download. It's free to use. Their basic is you can talk to anybody, but you only can pull up one camera at a time. And the nice thing is they have monthly plans for $3 to $7 where you can get a colored nickname and you can see as many cameras as you want. And what it would be an open forum. And how I'm envisioning it is the same way. If you would want to take part in this, with a contribution, and I haven't decided if it would be a set amount or a minimum set amount or whatever, you could come in, you could tell your story. I would be the one to control the mics, but you can tell your story. You can either tell it on cam so people can see you and other people can be on camera. You don't even have to be on cam. You can black out your cam and just tell it your voice. And then other people who have questions, obviously I'll be able to do what I do on video, but other people, instead of just watching the video, they can interact along with you. And then they can raise their hands and there can be questions going out. You can have side discussions through the private messaging system. I think it would be a good way to open it up on how we communicate on YouTube and still be able to keep it private. The server company is 100% secure, so you don't have to worry about any online attacks or anything. It is completely 100% legitimate. And if I would set up beforehand when I would do like an event in this room or something in this room. And, if you get in, you're guaranteed to tell your story for however long it takes. It would be a minimum of 5 hours. Could go longer, could go 10 hours, could go who knows how long. However long it goes, it goes. And people can come in and you go out, and as people coming in, if you don't have to be there, you don't want to be there the whole time. You just want to tell your story. You want to tell hear other people's stories. But I think it might be a good starting point to where I want to take this whole thing. There might be some tweaking involved with it, but I want to know what you guys think. Would it be worth something? Would that be worth something? Would that be something you guys would want to take part in? Would it be worth your time? Would it be worth even paying for? Let me know. Because I could do these a couple times a week. Also have the ability to record it and then upload that to YouTube as well. So then there's always a record of it, even if you can't get in on it. Okay, and you're not in a position to make a donation. You're not going to be left out in the cold and not know what happened or what went on. You won't be missing any content, because even if you can't make a contribution, you're still going to be able to contribute and see what's going on and learn something from it. And, this is something I can do with more and more frequency. This could be something with other people who run narcissism channels might want to get involved with. And at other times, take it on, maybe turn it into something you could run 24 hours, 365, in shifts, or have certain, Ollie Matthews from this time, or this person and this time, or this person and that time, who knows? But let me know what you think. Let me know if you think it would be something worth doing. Be a good way for you guys to communicate with each other, get to know each other. Because I've been getting a lot of emails from people asking me to contact other people for them. And, I don't mind doing that. But, if you guys can set up these networks yourself, that's even better. It's not because I don't want to do it. It's because I realize so many of us are introverts. And so many of us are afraid to be out in public and have the anxiety. And I think this could be a very nice stepping stone to getting over a lot of the social anxiety I've had, and I know so many of you have. So I want to thank everybody for your patience, with my own personal bullshit. Believe me, I have it. Believe me, I have it. Charlene finally started only working her new job as accounts payable, because they were splitting her. She was working full time in the main office and still working her full time at her gallery job because they didn't have somebody to fill it. So things have been pretty involved for us going forward. You know, things have been distracting. You guys know I'm a political junkie, so that's had me distracted as well. And you know, the voice, and then just the anxiety of it all. And I'll be honest with you, you know, the more success that I have, and the more compliments and the more accolades and the more people who tell me that if it wasn't for this channel and if it wasn't for what I do, you know, they might not be alive, or I changed their life, or I gave them the power to leave this narcissist or get away from that abuser. And I see these I see them all the time, almost every day. And believe me, I am not telling you to stop sending them. I appreciate it. But for somebody who's like struggling, on one end it's flattering, and on the other end, when I look at where I'm at in the position I am, and I still can't really get my hands around people trusting me enough to come to them with their problems. I understand it. I know I have the ability to do it. But there's the narcissism. Because I have that voice in my head that says, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't apply to you. I know logically it's not true. But again, it's that fear of losing it when you're at a certain level. If I lose it from here, if I lose it from here, if I lose it from here. I'm past that point, and I realize, like, I am just way past that point where it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, more and more people find out what I do, because I keep it a secret from a lot of people, especially when I bring new people into my life. But when they find out, you know, everybody, it's positive, and it's like, wow, you have a lot to say, and it's amazing. It's a matter of me believing it, and it's a matter of you believing whatever you're being told in your own life as well. I have the ability to see through other people's bullshit. You know, I think a lot of us do. It's when it comes to ourselves and our own confidence, and, you know, from years of being told you're bad and you're a fraud, or you're this or you're that, keeps following you. It really does. Keeps following you. Because you just keep going back to that moment you were broken. You know, and it all drudges up. The nice thing is, I have the tools to recover from it pretty quickly, and usually come back stronger each time. And each time is a bit of a learning experience, obviously. You know, and you pick up some things and you learn some different things for every time you kind of wobble a little. And you keep going forward, and you're like, oh, that's what that was. That's right. Let me just keep playing it back and following what I'm talking about in my own videos. So again, this is kind of how it's going to be. I realize that. I think most of you realize that. And, you know, it just gets better. It gets better as time goes forward. So thank you to everybody who's already contributed. I will have all those videos out tomorrow. Again, it's really not as many as y'all think, or all as you may think. Again, nobody's really been like giving me a hard time. Everybody's just telling me, feel better, take care of yourself. So please keep sending your stories if you have them, contribute if you can, and please let me know about if you'd be interested in some kind of live interactive room, because it's something I can make happen very, very quickly. I already have the server reserved for it. It would be completely private. As you can see, still with the voice and with the weather and the rain, and just annoying. So please let me know what you guys think, if it would be worth it, if it would be something you'd be interested in but afraid of being on camera or being. I could walk you through it. If you have any questions, I'll make sure to monitor this video's comments thread and answer any questions. And I'll see what you guys think, and I'll go from there. So thank you again, everybody, for all your support. I really do appreciate it. It's changed my life. It's changed Charlene's life, and it's let us think that, made us believe again that, there is some karma in the world. Eventually, if you keep doing things right and doing enough good things, things will turn around for you. So those of you who have already sent in stories and have made contributions, thank you so much. I'm sorry for my delay, but I will be back and ready tomorrow morning as soon as I catch up on my sleep schedule, which I should be back on mornings again tomorrow. So until then, please keep sending your stories in. Please contribute if you can, to the PayPal link in the description box, and send your story to the email link as well. This is Ollie Matthews. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.